Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mei Leaf. In this video, tasting an old and a young raw PuErh. In this video, we're going to be unveiling our brand spanking new raw PuErh tea. We're going to be doing a full 10-step tasting, and we're going to be talking about why this is a little bit of an oddity. If at any point in time you enjoy this video, then make sure you hit it with a like. And if you're not following our socials, then go click those buttons. I'm here in Hampstead Heath with Celine.
Hello!
And we are here to finally unveil a little project that we've been working on for quite some time. So,
Yes.
last year we were talking about our love of PuErh, as we do randomly at night.
Just like that.
Just randomly.
Just like that.
And we were saying how on one hand we really love the young, youthful verve
Fresh.
and energy of those young PuErh teas, those young Gushu PuErh teas. But of course, the flip side of that is that when a PuErh ages, especially if it's a high quality Gushu PuErh, you get those silky, smooth textures that develop, and you get a sweeter, more honeyed flavor. So which is our favorite? Well, there is no favorite. You like them both, right?
That's the thing, like, which one do you choose? So
So
Don came up with an idea.
what we said is, well, why can't we have the best of both worlds? So what we thought was, let's try and figure out a way to blend two Gushu PuErhs of very different ages. Now, I know that there is blending of Gushu PuErh, blending of PuErh is happening all the time, and there'll be blending of different years. But what we wanted to do was really make a big dynamic difference in the ages. Right, let's unveil this cake. Go for it, bring it to the camera.
Yep. There we go. Check it
So
out,
this
guys.
is the Pendulum Meddler. So you can see we've got a red panda, a time-traveling red panda holding a pendulum, and hopefully you can see that we've tried to merge the youthful verve, the greens of the young tea with those more auburn browns and purple notes of the aged teas there.
Yes.
So that's the Pendulum Meddler. This is our latest character. We're gonna scope this tea, give it a full scope and a full tasting. But before we do that, let's open it up. We've got an entire brigade of dogs around us.
That's what it's all about. All
So
right.
check out these leaves. So this is a mix of two. We're going to talk about the two different Gushus that we've selected in a little bit. We just want to take a look at these leaves, and while we're here, we may as well do eyes dry leaves. So let's take a look at these leaves. These leaves are a mix of two different types of tea, an old and a new, and you can start to see that here. You've got the really dark aged, plummy, kind of brown,
Auburn.
seaweed, auburn colours, a little bit of orange going on here.
The beigey
And then you've got
notes.
beige buds, which are probably the younger leaves. You've got these beige large leaves and buds. Why don't you
Beautiful.
break into that? We want to break out 8 grams of it.
Yes.
And I will scope this tea. So the seasons of the two teas are, one of them is from autumn 2017, so that's obviously the young one. And the other one is from spring 2002, so 16 years old. So 16-year-old tea. See, that's what I mean. We really wanted a big age difference. So there's a more than 15-year age difference between the young tea and the old tea here, right?
Yeah.
So that's the season. The cultivars, they're both Daejong cultivars, so the classic PuErh cultivar. Origins, the young one comes from Nannuo area. It's around a similar area to the other one, which comes from the Bulang mountains. So they're very close together. Nannuo is a wonderful, wonderful area. We visited it this year. Really diverse area, really diverse ecosystem, gorgeous area, and Bulang is just rich and famous. That whole area produces top grade tea. The age of these tea trees estimated, they're both Gushus for sure, but the estimated age, the Nannuo is estimated at around 500 years old, and the Bulang aged one is estimated at around 400 years old. So both really, really top grade Gushu material. The picking and processing is going to be identical for the two. In other words, picking, withering, heating, and then sun drying. All of the basic processes of PuErh. It's going to be a bud and up to 3 to 4 leaves. and the elevations are going to be between 1 to 1,500 meters. So top grade material. We did not skimp on the material. We really wanted to find the best aged tea we could find, combine it with the best young tea that we could find, and we obviously did many different combinations to see if we could get a really nice flavor balance. And so we went through a fair amount of tea.
Oh yeah, hell of a lot of tea.
But
it's great.
I hope that it's going to be worth it. But we chose this blend because we think that the flavors work really well together. So there's big age difference, this 15-year age difference. So obviously the aging is going to be concurrent. So if you pick up one of these cakes now, it's going to be 1 year and a 16-year. In a year's time, it will be 2 and 17, 3 and 18, 4 and 19, etc., etc., etc.
Until you get a 20-year-old cake.
Yeah, so basically in four years' time, just over 4 years' time, you will have some material, some Gushu material, which is 20 years old, and that's a pretty rare thing. As I said, it's going to be really interesting because there's forever going to be this 15-year gap between the two materials. They're going to age concurrently, and so the tea is going to be dynamically changing all the time. And that's why we really wanted to present this. Obviously you can purchase as a sampler, you can purchase as a cake, but we also wanted to break these out in Mei Leaf tongs. Could you show that?
I love that.
So
I
we've
was
got
so
tongs
excited when I
of
saw this.
5. So the tong is of 5 cakes, and we'll make that available too. So in case you wanted to really explore this tea and how it ages, and how it ages over the years, it's going to be fascinating. I'm fascinated to see how it's going to age as, you know, as it ages year one, how the young one ages, and how the old one ages, and how the flavor combination changes. And just a final note here, we pressed this beginning of the year, and we made sure that we stored it pressed in these tongs in Menghai in Yunnan province, which is kind of slightly humid storage, kind of wettish storage, so that we could allow the two flavors to meld a little bit and just start to blend a little bit, so we have a more cohesive whole, hopefully. So they have been pressed in the beginning of this year and have been sitting in our Menghai warehouse for the best part of 6 months. Okay, finally we get to tasting. So let's heat this up. I will pass this to you.
Thank you very much.
As I said, we're out in the heath. It's a kind of grey day today, but it's still warm. It's been such a beautiful summer here.
Yes, it's been amazing. And you know what? A bit of clouds is actually quite nice. Can cool down everything. Don't have to be sweating whilst you're filming.
Yeah. Let's get our nose into these leaves.
Oh my god.
Go for it.
This is such a perfect setting for Pendulum Meddler.
Yeah, actually it suits. If you look at the cover,
yeah.
I'll hold the cover. You can have a sniff of those leaves. You can see the cover. We tried to pick an area that would mimic the cover a little bit. Hopefully you get the same tones in the cover as you have in our background. What are you getting?
Oh my god, it's like super sweet, kind of like a honey smell to it, but like with cavernous. It's not cavernous. You smell it. It's like maybe it's more like a cellar. It's very cozy, very warming, kind of. You just want to keep smelling it. That kind of smell. It smells very sweet though.
It's got a lot of sweetness. So the first thing that hits your nose is crypts, libraries.
Oh, crypts.
Yeah,
yes,
the church smell. You know, that smell of stone and age, and you can really smell the age. It smells like a church, like a crypt.
Yeah, crypt is.
Or a place of study, a little bit of kind of, not library so much.
No.
It's more stony than that.
Yeah.
Again, why we put a lot of stone in this artwork. But certainly there's a lot of sweetness. There's like burnt caramel, honeycomb sweetness, dulce de leche. A little bit of freshness is still coming through. I'm getting a bit of black currant as well.
There's a little bit of herbaceous notes to it, but it's more honeycomb and the crypt
church crypt
thing.
Honeycomb, church crypts, Really, really interesting, very sweet and very heady, really very strong aroma.
Yeah.
You could certainly pull out a lot more tasting notes than we have just given you. It's really, really deep, and certainly take your time on this one. Get into this because it's an intense aroma.
Ugh.
Very much so. Is there a filter around? Or are we going unfiltered?
We're going unfiltered.
We're going unfiltered.
You know, I love to do that with Gushu PuErhs.
fair
Like,
enough.
just get the most out of it. Get the tea drunkenness in there. Just gonna rinse those cups.
Oh, wow.
I hope you guys are drinking some nice teas today. I'm very excited about this, man.
This tea you could really just
Thank
you could dive in. You can get very creative with tasting notes on this. I'm getting honeyed aromas for sure, like medicinal honeys, manuka honey. I'm getting those dark honeys. I'm also getting herbs. I'm getting fresh herbs like thyme. Yeah, exactly.
Thyme.
There's a definite Greek Mediterranean
Yes.
herbal note to it as well.
And it's got kind of a warm summer smell to it, with a bit of autumn thing going on. It's like a quite a lot going on.
It's spring and autumn. It's old and new. You're picking up the herbaceous thyme notes.
Yeah.
I'm getting some sweetness, a little bit of creaminess as well, like pastries, a little bit of buttered pastries, not too much.
Not too much.
Just
yeah.
there in the background. The thyme actually smells like it's been baked. It's that baked thyme.
Oh, yeah. Like sometimes when you put it on desserts, you know, that kind of sweet thyme smell.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
But then that combines with dark honey, humid forests, still got that crypt, church aroma, caves, cavernous smell to it. Really interesting.
I can't get which one would be the young one and the older one.
Well, I'm guessing that
Would it
the
be-
young is going to be the Mediterranean thyme.
Right.
It's the little bit of the fruity notes. Again, blackcurrant. I'm getting blackcurrant in it.
Let me smell it. Blackcurrant.
Yeah, blackcurrant is definitely there.
Oh yeah, like cassis syrup. Like
Cassis, yeah, exactly. That's syrup, exactly, yeah.
Is that blackcurrant?
Yeah,
Cassis?
blackcurrant cordial, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, cassis.
That's
So
good.
it's those fresh notes and the thyme, but then there is the young, I think, and you also those creamy notes. You know how when you have young Gushu PuErhs or young PuErhs, raw PuErhs, they can have a little bit of a creamy note to them, but then you're definitely getting a face full of humid forests, caves, rocks, a little bit of metal in there. I'm getting some sort of minerality like iron.
But it's really well balanced.
let's brew it up.
It's not at all too much of something, you know.
It's super heady.
Yeah.
It's really, really heady. It stays in your nose. It's almost like the fragrance is dense. It really stays. It hangs about on the nose. It's gorgeous.
Yes. How many seconds? What are we
About
doing?
10 seconds. We're all good.
I didn't count. I'm just gonna wing it.
Wing it, baby. Wing it, baby. There's this dog just running around with a bell. I feel sorry for that. The dogs
I
with a bell, they must get
know.
really annoyed with that
Yeah.
noise themselves. Colour, let's look at the liquor first.
Okay, sorry.
So you want to look at the liquor first?
Let's
Okay.
I do it a bit.
So it's going to get darker, obviously. This is just the first infusion,
Like
but
a-
extremely orange.
Orange, like an orange sunset.
Yeah, it's
going on.
got very, very bright, pronounced orange tone, oxidized fruit look
Oxidized,
to it.
yeah.
Very, very, very dark, very, very rich, and that really
very
reveals
orange.
the age of that Bulang.
Right.
Go for it. You taste.
Ah. Cheers, guys. Oh, come on, let's cheers together.
Okay. Cheers
Cheers.
to the meddler.
Yeah.
To that cheeky red panda,
Cheeky
the Pendulum Meddler.
Messing with time.
Texture, let's first focus on texture. Medium, I would say, medium bodied.
Oh my god.
Smooth though.
It's so smooth. It's so smooth. You know how some aged teas sometimes can have a bit too much. Okay, I'm gonna say bitterness. I've had some that were quite bitter, very fruity, but a bit bitter. This is like none of that. It's super smooth, super fresh. Actually, quite orange in taste.
Smooth or fresh?
Smooth and fresh.
Well, there you go. I agree. It's got a very smooth start, very, very smooth, but then it moves to a freshness in terms of the texture, and it ends with a certain a lovely dryness, but nothing too extreme, nothing too pulling, nothing too clenching. Very smooth to start, moving to a fresher finish.
Wow, it's so complex.
In terms of taste, I'm getting something very similar in the taste. So it starts off very honeyed.
Very
getting honey. I'm getting those humid forest notes as well, dark honeys. I'm getting some of those oxidized fruits, a little bit of those prunes that come with aging.
Oh yes.
But then it transforms.
It's definitely got to change. That it moves to like a herbal, kind of more orange note. Actually, very orange note. Now I'm saying, yeah. So it's real transformation.
So it's very zesty on the finish. So it starts off warm and comforting and aged. You definitely get that aged taste. But then it moves to this zesty orange and thyme herbaceous finish.
Totally.
Through the nose.
Totally transforms in your mouth. It's not even like through infusion. It's in your mouth. It goes from that to very zesty.
And look at the color of that.
It's so mad.
Look at the color of that.
Yeah, I'll bring it.
That is, for the second infusion, that is beautiful orange color. Wow,
orange.
It's super vibrant.
I mean,
really amazing color.
It looks even more orange here.
It is stunning. Okay,
crazy.
So give that a taste. So second infusion, if that was the first infusion, then the second infusion, I think we are in for a super treat here. Let's try and figure out this pendulum, the swing of this pendulum. That this little red panda is. What happened?
Sorry, there was a spider on my hand, and I don't mind spiders, but not on me.
Yeah, well, you know, the perils of drinking outdoors. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, guys. Soothe my soul from the stress.
Smooth. I'm getting those prune notes. Sweetness now is coming through. Oxidized plums. I'm getting some of those black currants as well.
Yeah. But again, changes to the orange. It moves. It moves so fast.
Yeah, it's quite
in your mouth.
It then switches. It is like that pendulum shifts, and you get this real distinct, fresh.
Wow.
The honey is still there, but you're getting. It's almost like honey orange thyme pastries.
Yes. The crypt smell that we had at the beginning is not really there.
No.
It's a lot more of the fruitier, zestier notes.
Really zesty.
My gosh.
But underpinned with this warmth, this honeyed warmth. Gorgeous. And take a look at these leaves.
Gosh.
So can you bring this?
Yeah.
Because this reveals the mix.
That
Because you
totally
can't really see
shows.
it so well in the dry leaf. Hold it there. But hopefully you can see here that you can see a distinct mix of those chartreuse, kind of lime greens, beige green, young Nannuo Gushu, and then the Bulang, the darker brown, purpley brown Bulang. That's the 2002. That's the 15-year-old aged tea. So really, really clear in the wet leaves, the mix, the blend that's been created here.
True.
Finish, how is the finish for you?
I really feel like there's a real minerality that happens in the side of your tongue. Like the iron that you were talking about in the smell, I feel it on the side. So it's kind of got
fizzy, slight fizziness.
Fizzy and very refreshing and like very sweet. You know how it becomes very sweet on your palate?
Yeah, it's dry on the top of my tongue.
Yeah.
But it not even too much of a mineral dry, almost like a slight cotton wool dry, like as if somebody's dabbed my tongue with cotton wool. But the sides of the tongue are very very juicy, slightly fizzy, juicy feeling, and definitely like a gentle prune sweetness. I would say a gentle prune sweetness there.
Oh my god, it's so yummy.
But it's that zest through the nose that is the true, like, lingering character of this tea.
Yeah.
When you finished drinking just breathing out through your nose. It's like you've eaten one of those orange pastils, or orange chewy sweets, or a cough orange
ones.
pastil. Yeah,
I'm thinking those little ones that are a bit squishy,
chewy. Yeah,
and they're very orange.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
look.
It's like it's like you've eaten one of those pastils. You breathe out.
Yeah.
And the medicinal manuka honey taste kind of lends itself a little bit to those cough pastils, you know, those fruit lozenges, but definitely those squidgy orange pastils.
Yeah. For me, it's more the squishy orange pastels with like a thyme tart, like thyme orange tart in the background. It's, whoa, look, that color.
The color
stunning.
is not going to go away for a while, for sure. All right, we're going to do this third infusion.
Bliss.
Have a taste, and then we're going to stop and we're going to drink through the infusions to let you know our body sensations.
I've got my cold brew bottle with that used already, but I'm definitely cold brewing that just to see what happens.
Yeah.
You
Cold
know?
brew this might bring out more of those fresh notes, even more of them.
Yes.
Yeah, the flavor profile is pretty constant, isn't it?
Yeah. I get a little bit more of the minerality coming through.
Yeah.
The zest is still there very strong. The orange is still there. The thyme is still there.
Baked thyme, though. It's not just fresh thyme. It really feels like it's been baked into a pastry. It's got that slightly burnt note, just slightly, not burnt, but roasted thyme.
More roasted, not burnt. Yeah. Super smooth. A lot of sweetness. I bet if I drank some water now, I would get a lot.
I'm going to have a sniff
sweetness
of this
in my
empty
mouth.
Peng Dao Bei
Mouth.
just to see what's happening here. How sweet is that water? Is it sweet or not?
Well, in my mouth, it's very sweet. Right
Yeah,
now.
it's sweet. It's sweet.
Like totally doing it.
But it's not more than any other Gushu tea. I think it's more the zestiness that is impressive with this.
Yeah.
Oh, check that smell out. Now we're getting those pastries. Now we're getting the cream and the sweetness. That honeycomb that we were getting from the dry leaves is coming through here.
That's so perfumed.
So I'm getting things like a little bit of sweet pear and nougat or almond biscuits.
Nougat.
Not almond as in very nutty, but you know nougat has nougat more.
Those
the
coffee.
thins.
Thins.
Yeah, the almond thins.
Coffee, coffee biscuits. I was gonna say.
Yeah, those almond thins. Yeah, those dark baked almond thins.
Called.
I think we've done that tasting note for other teas.
Yeah.
But those dark baked thin almond thins or nougat, dark nougat.
Dark nougat for sure.
So very, very sweet, sugary sweet, honeycomb, and a little bit of
floral. Isn't there a bit of floral? Sorry, you were going to say?
No, maybe. Hold on. I'm getting a fresh note. I don't know if it's floral. I'm getting more fresh cut pears is what I'm getting.
Oh my gosh. How do you come up with that?
I love the smell of those fresh cut pears.
I never smell like fresh cut fruits. I just munch them.
Yeah, you do. She's straight in with the fruit. Okay, so we've done 3 infusions. We're gonna stop now. Stop the recording, I should say. We're gonna keep drinking. We'll come back after infusion 7 or 8 and we'll let you know how this tea makes us feel. All right, this is infusion number 7. You can see the color has lightened very, very slightly, but really still got a lot of strength in it. Bring it to the camera, go on then. So orange, incredible.
Beautiful.
Lovely. So in terms of taste, the flavor has remained relatively stable. More minerality, I would say, but certainly we've come up with some other tasting notes.
Yeah, I think it's changed from like being very orange zest to being more orange blossom. Which
So
I
more
enjoy.
of the floral notes are starting to come out.
Yeah.
The ones you were picking up earlier, they really start to come out. I'm almost getting like orange blossom fragranced cream. There's a certain creaminess to it as well.
Yeah, true. A little bit of like Chinese moxa, a little bit.
Chinese moxa was another one, which is a Chinese herb that's used in Chinese medicine. It has a very distinct smell. I think it's called mugwort.
Oh yeah,
is the English name for it, but a really nice slight medicinal smell to it. Just honestly, this is one of those ones that the tasting notes could go on and on and on.
Go on, you could get so many other tasting notes than that.
Absolutely, so many tasting notes you could do with this. In terms of the body sensation, for me, it definitely has an energy. You definitely feel that young Gushu energy in it. but it's also got quite a calm and settled feel. So it's a bit of a mix for me.
Yeah, right after we like stopped the video just to taste, I actually started getting a bit of butterfly feeling in my stomach, and I really enjoy that. And then the more we were drinking, the more I feel like it's a bit like meditating. After meditation, you get that kind of
after meditation, you get that meditation, a little boost.
You get a boost. You get like you're quite awake.
Yeah, so you're kind of calm. And feel settled and quite content. But you've still got some energy, some get up and go. Yeah, that's a good description, that kind of meditative energy, post-meditation energy. It really is, the pendulum is a good analogy, because for me, this really swings back and forth from those honeyed warm notes to the fresh zesty. And in between you get that little hit of bitterness, just like in between the warmth to the zest, a little hit of bitterness that then...
It's very light though,
and then
very
kind
light.
Of changes.
True.
You're getting that dry to juicy, you're getting that energy and that calm. I personally feel that this is a really, really...
It's a mad tea.
It's a mad tea. I think it's a real success in terms of getting the best out of getting the best out of the old and the best out of the young. Now, of course, drinking old PuErhs by themselves is
also amazing.
Something that is a wonderful thing to do, and similarly drinking young PuErhs. You know, we're not saying that it should always be done this way, but having this very dynamic tea where you get this young and this 15-year age gap between the two definitely has...
It's a good experiment.
A really, really interesting flavor profile and effect.
So good. It's so good. It just changes so much in your mouth. Like Pendulum Meddler.
Yeah, that
Great
cheeky
name.
little panda. Let's show the cover one last time to everyone at home.
The cheeky little red panda. We'll give you a little...
So because we got these pressed and we had to store them as tongs, you can see that it wasn't printed by Celine. It's not silk screen printed.
Unfortunately.
But you know, it's still beautiful, beautiful artwork. And as I said, if you want to pick up a tong of this, then there are available 5 in a wrapper. Last thoughts on this tea?
It's so sweet on the lingering aftertaste. I feel really good. The sweetness actually from the side of my tongue side could come up on my tongue. It's delicious. I mean, even if you try a taster, I'm guessing we're going to do tasters.
Yeah.
You should definitely try it once.
And definitely that orange zest to orange blossom through the infusions, that's a really interesting change through the infusions. How it goes from zesty fruity to floral. Gorgeous. Anyway, Pendulum Meddler is in stock. So go check it out. That's it, tea heads. If you made it to the end of this video, then make sure you hit it with a like and check out other videos on this channel. Follow us on all of our socials so that you don't miss out on upcoming videos and news from Mei Leaf HQ. If you're ever in London, then come visit us in Camden to say hi and taste our wares. If you have any questions or comments or video ideas, then please fire them over. Other than that, this is Celine.
Cheers.
I'm Don from Mei Leaf. Thank you for being a part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the good stuff and spread the word, because nobody deserves bad tea.
Bye.